Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Welcome back. This is Gabriel Romani, and here's another episode of the Positive Islamic Psychology book, the notes summarized. And last time we talked about the ruh. وَيَسْأَلُونَكَ عَنِ الرُّوحِ. They ask you about the soul. So we're trying to understand. Of course, this is from the order of Allah. No one will be able to fully grasp, but we get an understanding from what the Quran and the Sunnah tell us, the ayat, the hadith of the Prophet ﷺ. Why? To better understand ourselves and our relationship with our Creator. So we talked last time that the ruh is basically beyond. God has given us the ability beyond the five senses to become multi-sensory human beings that can understand the spiritual or invisible realm based on revelation, of course, based on the wahy. All right? And from the perspective of modern science, we can understand our existence just beyond, we can just our quantum state, right? We can also realize our nature beyond our physical DNA towards understanding our nature as a creature, okay? But of course, the concept of atheism that has spread throughout the world has stopped and has fallen short of understanding the true nature of humanity. God gave us the key to understanding our spiritual reality that is the basis of our purpose in this life. See, the atheists have only focused on the physical reality, which is important. We are in this world. We've been created, the jasad, the body, the physical. But humanity is failing to understand the spiritual reality, which is in the end connected to our existence and purpose on this earth. People know, for example, that we are here on this earth, but they don't know why, because that higher purpose is connected to the spiritual. Imam Ghazali rahimahullah devises a diagram, which I'll share with you, as you can see on the screen, that explains the human self with the four domains of our nafs. So we see the spiritual realm and then the physical realm fused into the spiritual realm. So we see that the ruh kind of contains the qalb and the nafs and the aql, while the jasad is more towards the physical realm, but it kind of moves into the spiritual realm, of course. And this is important because they're all interrelated, right? The spirit affects the heart, the spirit affects the self, the nafs, and affects the aql. And that's why when we look at the spirit, like if someone is sick, for example, someone is depressed, right? We find that they have heart problems. People talk about a broken heart, suffering from the heart, palpitations, anxieties, feeling it into the chest. The jasad, the body is affected. The mind is affected. Those negative thoughts that act almost like rust, oxidization, just destroys you, right? So we find that everything is interrelated in the greater realm of the spirit that cannot really be explained today in physical terms. We need revelation for that. And that's why this type of understanding is so important. Because if we don't know, if we don't have a model of how we work, and we ignore a portion of it, i.e. the spirit, we cannot treat ourselves and treat the mind. If people say we have mental health issues, but how can you treat the mind if you do not understand the spirit and that they're connected and connected to the heart? Right. So that is why it is extremely important for the PIP model, the Positive Islamic Psychology model, to understand this. Because a counselor has to target the correct, location. Through the cognitive behavior therapy, Positive Islamic Psychology, cognitive behavior therapy, we're able to change, inshallah, humanity. People are suffering. And this was if you look at it, the prophets, the anbiya that were sent by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, this was their objective. They wanted to change humanity. Change what? Just their bodies? Just that they move and they pray or they bow down only towards Allah and not towards idol? No, but their whole beings, their hearts, their actions, their thinking, their spirit, right? Through fine-tuning that fitrah based on revelation. It is fundamental for the understanding of each and every one of us if we want, inshallah, to change the world and change ourselves. Barakallahu fikum. Assalamu alaikum.